What is up? Welcome back to Outside the Top 25. I am your host, Rob Fox, joined as always by Dan Regester. How you feeling today?
Seems like we'll be able to talk about my school for the foreseeable future.
I would say, unless you rip off, like, basically win out.
It doesn't matter, no. It's not going to happen. We might not win a Big 12 game.
You're a P5 team. I think you're going to win this week, personally.
Well, Jalen Daniels is out again.
Yeah. Although,
it seems.
We'll talk about it because you do have a big game at unranked Kansas. Unranked, but not to be trifled with, Kansas, apparently.
Man, I don't feel good.
I think you
Last week I was calling for Gus's head on a pike.
Yeah. Do you need to like just kind of speak out your emotions here, kind of like talk your way through it?
Maybe. We just extended him, by the way, to 2027.
All right.
Gave him a little pay bump.
It's just one game, baby.
He's getting paid $5.5 million a year now.
It's just one game. People thought that drink extension was crazy last year.
You can't blow a 28-point lead like that late.
It's not great.
35-10 going into the fourth.
Because I mean, you have to everything has to go perfectly wrong.
Also, Aranda was going for 2 for no reason.
No, we talked about this. There was a reason. It worked.
It worked, but like, what if it didn't?
If it's stupid and it works.
It was so dumb.
But it worked.
He went for 2 to go down 9. It's still a 2-score game.
But
I know. Eventually, they got 2 2-point conversions, and that was the difference because they kicked a field goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it worked.
It's still dumb.
He went against
He went against the sheet.
The stats.
Yeah.
He went against the probabilities.
He was all about feel.
Look, does Dave Aranda look like a man who chases probabilities?
No, he doesn't.
Like I'm sure someone walked up and was like, Coach Aranda, well, the thing to do here is, and he just shoved him in a fucking locker.
Also, bad break to have Shape and return as our starting quarterback against us. Not that he did anything in the second half or the first half.
Yeah, it sounds like you had him right where you wanted him.
Yeah, we were
he had 10 points going into the fourth.
I do have to call out my fellow UCF fans, though.
Why? Oh,
they
for
leave.
Leaving? Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. We're up 35-7. You're going to leave?
Everyone just
seems like a
out.
time to revel in it.
At least for another quarter, right?
Right.
Like,
so by the time they had stormed and had this massive comeback,
there's probably, 20,000?
There was no one there to make noise.
Yeah. No, there was no one to pump up the defense.
No.
To distract the offense.
Not like we can get a stop now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can't even get the 12th man.
The 12th Citronaut.
It's inexcusable. I can't, come to grips with it yet. I just think that's just two losses.
You're a baseball guy now?
No, never a baseball.
But I mean,
guy.
just for the month until the
baseball guy for. Oh, I thought you meant for UCF. No, never college baseball.
No, I mean for the Phillies. So you just like on to the Phillies now?
Oh, I'm completely on the Phillies. We're gonna sweep your ass. I can't wait. This is a baseball podcast now.
Yeah, you're about to get dicked fucking down by the Braves.
Now listen, I understand A-OK. Kind of a corny song, right?
Yeah.
But when you hit a grand slam and the whole stadium singing it, it's a magical moment.
It's pretty chill. Saturday's going to be brutal for me. The Missouri game at 11 and then Braves-Phillies is at like 5. It's just no... And it's like, now I'm just on edge for everything. Like, it's not even fun. It's only fun if we win.
Yeah, I still feel like anytime the Phillies win, it's like a bonus.
It's house money.
It's everything's house money at this point.
Braves are trying to go into dynasty mode, so...
Like, I understand maybe how you feel with the Eagles now. Because you have such high expectations because we're supposedly the best team in football.
Yeah.
I don't think that. I think the 49ers are easily the best team.
Maybe the
in
NFC. But there is a point where it goes from like... It's almost... You almost wonder if the random individual championships are more fun than the...
They are.
You know what I mean?
I hate dominance. Like, imagine being a Patriots fan now.
Where you're just...
You had like a decade of just win or everything's a failure.
2 decades.
Yeah.
Of win or everything's a failure. And that stops being fun.
And now you have the Mac Jones era.
Right. And like the Braves are the same way, right? They won a championship already. And now it's like they've got all these guys signed. And it's like, oh, we're in dynasty mode. We got to like win more, be a dynasty.
I'll be real with you. I'd rather be a Reds fan than a Braves fan right now. Because the Reds have hope.
I can't even address that. But the Blues winning in 2019,
But like being a
was just
Reds,
like, whee!
being a Reds fan,
there's no expectation.
no expectation, and now super young. You have all your key guys, your core guys locked up for the next 6 years.
You're just
It's nothing.
describing.
You have hope. Hope is better than actual like expectations.
You're describing like Atlanta 4 years ago.
Yeah, but the Braves have always been good in our lives.
That's true.
They've always been like a solid
Upper tier.
Yeah, I mean they won the division 14 straight years.
Yeah.
That had to suck.
I mean, at least we got the one, but yeah, it got
Because like every time you're like, oh, we got to the playoffs, and because I know that film with Andy Reid and the Eagles.
Yeah. Yeah.
We always won the NFC East.
And get to the playoffs.
Get to the NFC Championship game, lose.
Yeah.
To like very bad teams, like the fucking Panthers. Jake Delhomme.
Yeah, the Jake Delhomme Panthers. I mean, you lost to the Rams one year. That's not bad.
The Bucks.
The Bucks won it all.
Yeah, but
That was a stacked Bucks defense.
we blew that game.
That's fair. That's fair.
Little Rondé Barber pick six.
Yeah. But yeah, this is why maybe I like college football more, because my team will never be dominant. But
Exactly. I only anytime I start to like have confidence in my team is when I know it's about to go wrong.
oh, I'm in a dangerous place right now. I'm in a wildly dangerous place right now. We're 5-0. The line.
Are you starting to think SEC now?
I'm starting to think Atlanta. Yeah. It's bad.
Your dreams are going to be so crushed
It's
this
bad.
weekend.
The line has moved like 3 points towards Missouri.
Yeah.
Like, it's just fucking crazy.
There's no way.
I think we're going to win this.
We can't talk about this, but there's no way that Brian Kelly's going to lose back-to-back games.
It's a big ask. It's a big ask. That's why I was rooting for them last weekend. My only hope is just that, the money, smart money's on Missouri, I guess.
Yeah, obviously.
Allegedly.
Let Brady cook.
Let Brady cook. And anyway, I think we win this week and blow it next week.
Okay.
Kentucky.
Well, we have some news this weekend.
We do.
Because actually the slate, kind of dog shit for outside.
I don't know. I like one of the Friday games. Well, actually, I like both.
The tonight game.
Yeah, I like tonight's game. I like both tonight's games, kind of.
They're not good.
One is fun for betting because we'll get to it. But what's the news we got?
All right. So Pat Fitzgerald now suing Northwestern for $130 million for wrongful termination. You'll remember he was fired for, I believe, just conduct that was unbecoming of a coach.
Just like culture, like bad culture, hazing,
yeah,
essentially.
hazing culture.
But like hazing culture of like over a decade,
But it's also a football locker room.
right?
I don't. What are they supposed to do?
They're a bunch of dudes, college dudes, fucking with each other.
Yeah, I haven't read.
So there was some like
I haven't gone super in depth with it.
Oh, there was some,
Was it
like-
like sexual stuff or
there
no?
was some naked stuff, I think.
Yeah, just guys being dudes, you know. Some towel whips.
A little more than that. Northwest.
Is it more of a Ragnar Odor situation?
Roughneck Odor?
Or yeah.
Somewhere in between Towel Whip and Roughneck Odor, I would say.
Okay. Gotta prove it though, or else you owe Pat Fitzgerald 130
There's like
mil.
a million players. Let's see. I'm just Googling hazing
Get out of here
naked.
with your facts, right? I'm gonna shoot from the hip.
Yeah.
Locker room culture is different. You should be able to, rough around with your boys.
Okay, so I just found the story and Command F'd naked.
Like 20 results.
5 different uses of the word naked in
Okay.
this not that long of a story. Let's see. In addition to running, I don't care about that, the whistleblower alleged that he witnessed the team participate in other hazing traditions in which freshmen are forced to strip naked and perform various acts, including bear crawling and slingshotting themselves across the floor with exercise bands. In a once-a-year tradition dubbed the car wash, some players would stand naked at the entrance of the showers and spin around, forcing those entering the showers to basically rub up against the bare naked man.
Like I said, just guys being dudes. What's better than that?
I don't know. And then the player also alleged he witnessed and was forced to participate in what he called a naked center quarterback exchange, wherein the freshman quarterback was forced to take an under center snap from the freshman center. Both players were naked.
Pat, you'd probably be better than that.
Oh,
Yeah,
and
it's not great. hazing is definitely a thing in college athletics
Oh yeah,
easily.
Actually,
But like, yeah,
it's
we could
always-
probably get away from the naked stuff, the gay stuff.
Yeah, you know who honestly like usually gets busted for hazing? It's like a women's team, almost always.
Yeah.
It's like always like a field hockey team at like Iowa or something.
Or lacrosse.
Yeah. But yeah, and by the way, that exchange, I guarantee you, it wasn't shotgun.
You think they're going under center?
I think he's going. I think they're going deep under center.
It's the first time all season.
So yeah, Pat. I mean, they have to prove it, right?
Yeah.
They have to prove it, but all they're gonna. I mean, they could probably just subpoena other players, right?
Gotta think. I don't know. Doesn't look great for Pat.
Yeah.
Also, Mel Tucker, I guess, is suing Michigan State for wrongful termination. Saying he was set up.
Don't know how that's gonna go well for him.
I don't know. Apparently, he has new evidence.
That he didn't jerk off on the phone?
I guess.
Was there like a Ring camera in his house? That
Can't tell you.
he was like, this is where I made the call. You can see I'm not jerking off.
Or he gets the metadata. He's like, all right, show me the recording from this exact time.
Yeah.
I want that
Does this sound like a man is masturbating?
part of my face. No. Be like, Apple, I know you've been spying on us. I need it.
Wasn't that like a thing one time? I forget what it was. Or someone was talking about how they'll be undercover. Like, I think we've had cops on the shows where they'll like be undercover for something else and a crime would be being committed and they'll have to pop out and stop it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's.
I mean, new recording that Trevor Bauer came out with him on the phone or something. I still don't fully understand what people are defending the girl for.
I was not terribly compelled by those text messages, to be honest. If I'm being totally honest about the Trevor Bauer thing. In that, I don't think I don't think he's guilty of that, but like those could be jokes. You know what I mean? Like I'm gonna get my hooks in him. Like that's.
Man, I heard her on the interview.
Yeah, I didn't watch any interviews with her.
It's she doesn't look great on him.
Okay,
Yeah.
I would need to hear more. Like those texts in and of themselves, I would just be like, well, yeah, I'm sure bitches do joke about
The
that.
phone call was odd. It was like 27 minutes long.
Yeah,
Where he was just talking about how he was uncomfortable with everything.
How he was?
Yeah.
with what she wanted to do.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. See, I didn't know all that, but the text that he showed in the video, I was like, dude, that sounds exactly like what a girl would say joking to her friend when she's about to fuck a rich girl or a rich guy. You know what I mean?
Yo, rich girl.
That's what I would text my friends if I was fucking a Vanderbilt. You know what I mean?
Well,
Like
you are.
I am not. Campbell Soup Fortune.
That's right.
Yeah,
That's right.
Get it right. Let's see if that gets legs.
No, it won't. But other news in college football. Gus gets the extension. Pat, Mel, suing. Jalen Daniels, obviously most likely sitting out for the Kansas game this week.
Yeah.
So another Bean game.
He just has like a weird back issue.
Just lingering.
Yeah,
From
it's
last
just
season.
there forever.
Not great for your pro prospects.
No, because people, I feel like at this point, people don't care if you're injured. What they care is if you keep being injured. You know what I mean? Like if he just tore his ACL, I don't think that would hurt his pro prospects a ton.
And then Phil Jerkovec, the former quarterback of Pitt,
Yeah.
where I guess he is the quarterback of Pitt, has gotten off to a slow start. Now taking snaps at tight end
Awkward.
mid-season. Gotta love a guy that's willing to adapt.
Yeah. Is he just trying to get drafted?
No.
They just don't want him there anymore?
They just don't want him at quarterback. He's so bad.
Pitt is such a mess of a program. Were they like...
They weren't. They were like winning the ACC 2 years ago.
I know. But it's just, I don't know.
Maybe
Pitt-
not 2 years
I think
ago.
Pitt is near the bottom of my list of schools I would want to go to.
The city of Pittsburgh's not great.
And then just Pitt. You just want to go to a state school in Pittsburgh?
They used to be a football powerhouse.
I know.
Won a natty.
Dan Marino, fucking Larry Fitzgerald. They've had dudes. They've had dudes.
Man that looks like me on that championship team.
Who?
Doesn't matter.
All right. Oh! I forgot. Yeah.
Also named Dan. It's a little
Jeez.
inside joke for us.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, that sucks. Pitt sucks. Pitt and Cincinnati are two schools that I just have like no desire to ever see the campuses of.
All right. Last week we both kind of had a rough go of it. I went 9-7-1. Expect better out of myself. I know I'm above 500 there, but still
Yeah.
want to be better for the folks.
Yeah.
You went 9-8-1. You had a hot start and then just came tumbling down.
So I was going through the tabs on Sunday just to see because I was really interested. And
You were
I
like-
was at like 9-5 or something, and I was like, "Let's fucking
No,
go."
you started like 7-2 or something, and then I'm like, holy shit, what did Rob do? And then you just
Yeah.
came right back to the Earth's
Yeah.
surface.
Yeah. God damn it! I was so excited. I was like, "Oh, he's gonna be pissed." And then,
I hit my money line dog. You lost, of
yeah.
course.
Moneyline dog's not going well for me this year.
So on the season, I'm 50, 35-1. Of course, that tie being the Memphis-Boise State game. Memphis won by 3.
Mm-hmm.
So we both pushed that.
Yep.
Rob, you are 45, 41-1.
Both over 500.
I'm 4-2. Moneyline dog, you're 2-5.
You know, Moneyline dog is a sprinkle.
Yeah.
What do you-
So
what
let's
do I care?
start
Oh, first off, what do we make these
with the
bets?
Friday games. MyBookie.com.
You go to mybookie.com, use promo code Drinking Bros, and they will more than double your deposit now.
I personally like to go mybookie.ag.
Yeah, throwback to the DFM days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they'll give you, if you put in $1,000, they'll give you $1,100. If you put in $100, they'll give you $110. I think you can figure out the math from there. So yeah, dude, Drinking Bros, promo code at mybookie.com or mybookie.ag, whatever. And yeah, you'll get a whole lot of free money to play sports betting with.
110% of your deposit.
Give it up, because you're going to give it 110% today.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we got some good Friday games.
Kind of.
I-
We got, again, that's probably going to be a total beatdown.
Which is why I love.
Biblical proportions.
Yeah, which is why I love this game.
Do you hate Gundy?
No, I don't hate Gundy, but I love the line on this game.
Kansas State in Stillwater. Okie State's not looking hot.
They're looking bad.
Looking bad.
They do have a win at Arizona State.
Yeah. Arizona State's not good, though.
I know. But it's a P5 win.
Granted, there is a Colorado-Arizona State line that we'll get to where I'm like, this tells me what I need to know.
But yeah, K-State is minus 11.5 at Oklahoma State. And we're both of the opinion at this point. You were already there. I had to wait until they got blown out by, South Alabama or something like that?
I've said it early on, Oklahoma State, real bad this year.
Horrifyingly bad. Horrible.
Yeah.
Give me K-State all day.
K-State.
But K-State, by the way,
It is
who shouldn't be on this show.
spooky place
Ish, yeah.
ish. That could factor into like a touchdown there.
It could. But I think K-State right now is on a mission. I think,
Line's 11.5, over under 53.5. I'm not overthinking this. Just going Kansas State Wildcats.
I mean, like, it's just, you just look at that and you're like, K-State is obviously 2 touchdowns better than Oklahoma
they
State.
should be. I didn't want to touch the over under because I don't know how many points Oklahoma State's going to score.
Yeah, I think it's a sus over under.
But I mean, Kansas State could probably,
Oh,
if they really wanted to,
I
put up
wonder-
40.
Since that game is today, I wonder if the team lines have come out.
No, we're not doing this. I'm not going to write it down for you.
You don't need to write it down for me. I'm looking it up.
Kansas State
Eh.
minus 11.5. Just
Over under 33. I don't know if I love that. I'll just stay with the 11.5. Yeah.
all right. So we're both on the Wildcats. Next up, another Friday game. Nebraska catching 3 in Champaign. The over under is 42.5.
This game is.
Boy, really overvalued Illinois this year.
We really did.
Maybe I undervalued how much Witherspoon meant to that defense. Which, I mean, he was awesome and he was a top 10 pick.
Yeah.
And
And they also.
rode for him last year.
Like we've said many times in the show, they lost their DC too. He's the head coach at Purdue now.
Yeah.
So you lose, and they lost some staff as well. 2 Walters at Purdue.
Right.
So you lose your best defensive player.
Yeah, but a guy you hate.
Yeah, he sucks. But I mean, I guess it's affected them. I don't know. Maybe Burt was a Ryan Walters whisperer.
I think it's more not having your quarterback, not having Tommy DeVito back there.
Yeah. Your Philly guy.
And he's an Italian.
Yeah.
I think DeVito was a Jersey guy.
Oh, but it's your area.
Yeah.
It's same fucking
Right.
move. New Jersey's just Philly and New York suburb, basically. I don't know that I have a great read on this game just because both of these teams are ass.
Yeah. Yeah, they're bad. I mean, what has Nebraska really done this year?
Nothing. Gave Minnesota a game.
Who's not good. They also kept Colorado in check for like a half.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, Nebraska's been bad. The Matt Rule situation has gone. I mean, it's year one. It doesn't matter. But it's just he just didn't come out of the gates like I think some people thought he would, which is fine. It doesn't fucking matter. But Illinois sucks. This is a Friday night game. It's not like the crowd's going to be up for this at this point. Both have shit offenses and like competent defenses.
Is it time to give Chubba Purdy
What?
the reins? Give Chubba Purdy the reins.
Why not?
He hasn't played yet.
Why fuck?
Or I guess No, he still hasn't played this year. Or no, he's had 2 incompletions. That's it. He's had 2 snaps.
In what game even?
I don't know.
Where they weren't blowing anyone out. I mean, God. Nebraska has maybe looked more competent than Illinois this year. I mean, Illinois just got their fucking doors blown off at Purdue. Barely beat Florida Atlantic. They kind of were annoying against Penn State for a minute. They got almost blown out at Kansas. They had to kind of scramble back into that game. I'm going to take Nebraska. I feel like Nebraska's been more competent. Just the points. I don't know if this is my money line dog, but
I also feel Nebraska here, just to win the game. So Nebraska's going to be my money line dog.
All right.
I just don't know what happened to Illinois this year.
They're Illinois.
I was expecting big things out of Bert going into the Big Ten though.
Going back to the Big Ten?
Going into where he belongs.
Yeah. Illinois is just they should just be so much better at everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
Rutgers at Wisconsin. The over-under is 44.
Jesus.
Rutgers catching 12.5. I love Rutgers here in this spot.
Okay.
Obviously just got their ass beat by Michigan. Not a big deal to me.
Yeah, because A, Wisconsin's not Michigan. B, Rutgers isn't that bad.
They're not. Like, truly, they're pretty, like, solid.
Yeah.
For a lower-tier Big Ten team.
Wisconsin, though, just had a really good win on the road at Purdue.
That's not a really good win because Purdue's ass. No, they're terrible. Purdue's really bad this year.
Are they really bad?
They're really bad.
Okay. I mean, it's a road win by double digits. Obviously, Illinois couldn't pull that off, but that is not Purdue's first double-digit loss at home.
Get me wrong. I think Wisconsin should win this game on the field, but
yeah.
Rutgers going to keep it
12
pretty
and a half.
relatively close. Yeah, Wisconsin by 10. Still cover.
Yeah, I got to go Rutgers, too. I don't like the over-under necessarily. I hate that we're disagreeing with each other, more or less, but I don't.
Trust me, bro. I hate to agree with you, given your record. Marshall catching 6.5 at North Carolina State. The over/under is 44.5.
What can you tell me?
NC State took Louisville to the brink. Really kind of terrible offensive showing for Louisville.
Yeah.
13-10. NC State still covered. Got that dub. But shows me NC State, has a pretty decent defense.
They have a really good defense.
Yeah, Brennan Armstrong has been total ass this year at NC State. They're supposed to be better and bigger things since transferring from Virginia. Yeah, I think he has over like 10,000 career passing yards or something. Maybe less.
Just not doing that. I mean, their offense sucks. But their defense has been good kind of all year. Like, they have a top 35 defense, I think, on S&P Plus or whatever. Kind of held Notre Dame in check for a while, although that was a weird game, like, weather-wise. What's the most points? VMI, they put up 45. I'm just going to take the under because both teams have bad offenses and good defense. Marshall's defense is actually ranked higher than NC State's is. So, yeah, I'll take the under on this.
Yeah. Marshall, they're frisky. Beat Virginia Tech.
Who is a decidedly not frisky program.
No, not anymore. Beat Old Dominion. East Carolina, too. I mean, they're rock solid. Are they undefeated this year?
Who? Marshall?
Yeah. I think they're 4-0.
Let's see here. The Marshall Thundering Herd have indeed not lost a game to my knowledge. Yeah.
Okay. Still like NC State here to cover. Win by a touchdown.
It's a P5 team. I think a touchdown at home is reasonable.
Yeah. Speaking of Purdue, they're catching 2.5 at Iowa. Over-under's 38.5.
Jeez, man. What do you even fucking do here?
I watched the Iowa game last week.
Yeah.
Against Michigan State.
Just for the lulls.
I don't know how you could do that week in and week out.
Watch it?
Live in Iowa City and watch that.
Oh, it's got to be fucking terrible. It can't be fun to go to those games.
No.
Like, have you ever...
To wave to the children?
Has
like
UCF ever had one of those teams while you've been a UCF fan, all defense, no offense?
No.
Because Missouri's had like one or two. I think in 2015.
There was a time where we had neither, but never a time where we had a really good defense and a bad offense.
I think in 2015, we beat UConn 9-6, and then later lost to Georgia 9-6. I mean, just insane defense. Like the defense was unfucking real, and this was Matty Mock's cocaine year.
Yeah. Probably why he can't score.
It's the worst possible.
He just went limp every game.
Yeah, it's the worst possible combination of things to watch. Like you would much rather have an LSU situation.
And being on Iowa's defense, being like we're an elite unit.
Yeah.
And our offense.
Oh, at one point, I actually tweeted that year. I tweeted every Mizzou practice should start with the offense apologizing to the defense, and a starting linebacker for Mizzou liked it.
Also, Cade McNamara is out for the year now.
Yeah.
Down to your backup.
It's
grim.
Just bad. Here's the thing with, I want to see what I want Purdue. Yeah, Purdue's not good at anything. And Iowa at least has a good defense. In fact,
I'm still going Iowa.
Yep.
Iowa to cover.
Yep. Iowa covers.
Wins by a field goal. Still win.
Maybe 2 field goals.
Yeah. 6-0 Iowa.
Honestly, this could turn into a game too, where Purdue is. It could be a lot of turnovers. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Iowa gets short fields, still kicks field goals, but
here's a weird line. Wake Forest catching 21 at Clemson.
Yeah.
Over-under's 52.5.
I don't know what to do with this.
Clemson just beat the fuck out of Syracuse.
Made us look stupid.
Thanks, Dino.
Yeah.
Thanks. We tried.
Remember? Did you see his pregame speech? Where he's like, you can remember this for the rest of your life. Like, you win this game.
And then they just queefed it.
They just absolutely shit the bed. This is a Sam Hartman-less Wake Forest, of course. Although they're still...
Yeah, no shit.
They're still putting up points, except against Georgia Tech, where they only mustered 16, but 27, 37, 36 before that. Clemson, though, has Clemson finally found something?
Yeah. His name's Will Shipley. Just get him the ball.
Yeah.
Let him do his thing.
21 is just so many points. I kind of am more curious about the over-under here. Because Clemson has still been scoring, except against Duke.
And we know Duke's an elite team now.
We do know Duke is an elite team. I think I'm going to take the over. I think this is a blowout that Wake Forest puts up points in.
Okay. I'll just go Clemson.
Okay.
I think this could be easily like a 35-10 game.
Yeah, it could be. That sounds right. But I don't know why. I'd rather take the over. Because 21 is just so goddamn many points.
Next up, my Texas State Bobcats.
Your boys.
G.J. Kinney and company. Winning more games this year than I think that they've ever won since I've been in Texas.
Almost certainly. This has been like the worst Power 5 program in the country, almost.
It has not. Let's not take that away from UMass.
Fair enough. They're close, though. I mean, it's close.
But I have a couple friends that played Texas State football.
Yeah.
And they were just giant mountains of men. Dudes that could probably just specimens.
I mean, they're still getting dudes from Texas.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
and they were so defeated because they're like, oh, we were going to try to build something at T-State, and
we were going to be part of something.
Never even got to a bowl game.
Yeah.
4-1 this year, though. G.J. Kinney, does he get hired before the season's over by some
does he
other
get
program?
A new job as an offensive coordinator in a power?
He'll get a head coach.
You want head coach?
Yeah, he was our offensive coordinator at UCF like 2
Okay.
years ago.
All right.
Why would he leave T-State for an OC job?
Would he leave Texas State to be like Alabama's offensive coordinator?
No.
Okay.
At this point, no, because you can jump from T-State to probably, if Baylor was going as bad as they were.
Yeah, who he beat to start
Yeah.
the season. That's fair. I like the over here as well, though. 68.
Or maybe is Tech, do you think Tech maybe has a vacancy at the end of the year?
They could. I don't think they're necessarily in love with their coach. Oh, can I give you another interesting possibility for Kinney if you want to stay in the area?
I just don't know the contract details.
Yeah. I can give you another one that's roughly in the area. Arkansas. They're really out of love with Pittman.
Yeah, Pittman's probably out at this point.
Yeah.
Can he go from T-State to Arkansas, though?
That's a big ask. Yeah. But Pittman wasn't even a coordinator.
Right.
He was a fucking line coach.
Gotta get them hogs going.
Arkansas's problem is they keep hiring coaches that look like their mascot.
Well, either way, T-State's catching 2.5, over under 68.5. Or no, just 68. I just love T-State here to win.
All right, take them.
I'm going to take T-State in the points because I already took my money line.
Yeah.
But, yeah, give me T-State. I'm going to ride my Bobcats till they buck me.
I'm taking the over. Louisiana has been scoring a fair amount all year and letting up a lot of points. Obviously, T-State dumps it in. I think these teams can cross that 70 line.
I just love that if I'm a G5 smaller program like T-State, do what they did with TJ Finley. Take a shot on a guy that was at a big program and kind of washed out.
Yeah.
Nobody wanted to touch because he went to Auburn and then he went to LSU or vice versa. I forget. But, doesn't work out in 2 SEC programs. He can find a home in fucking
right.
San Marcos.
You just got to make sure he doesn't want to retire like fucking half the dudes that coach in the FCS now that were FBS. Or I'm sorry, in G5.
I don't care about that.
P5.
I'm saying get prospects and coaches or prospects and quarterbacks and receivers and everything that don't work out at big programs. Just like in the NFL, if a guy fails because he went to the wrong,
system, coach,
doesn't matter. I think Geno Smith there could be a lot more Geno Smiths in the future.
There should be. I honestly watching Geno Smith in that Monday night game, or was it Sunday night?
I don't know.
Whatever. He was throwing some darts.
Justin Fields right now, the last 2 games is, I think, 8 touchdowns.
Yeah.
1 pick.
Yeah.
But over 113 QBR.
Yeah, I don't understand the Fields hate. I agree. You should.
Well, I sold all my Field stock. I think I want to buy it again at all-time high.
It's not that much higher.
Yeah.
It's still $10. It's fine.
But yeah, dude, these smaller programs, just take shots on these guys.
Yeah. I don't know why you wouldn't.
Right now, I would be looking at if Spencer Sanders gets another year of eligibility, get him from Ole Miss. 'Cause Jackson Dart's going to be there.
Yeah. No, I agree. I completely agree. I think that's the smart move. Because, yeah, just get an experienced dude in there, really.
When Plumlee gets another year of eligibility next year.
There's going to be dudes. That COVID year is going to,
I don't fully understand how this works anymore.
Yeah. It doesn't matter.
It's not an original idea, but I do agree with the idea that every program should be able to get 1 or 2 players that can just play for your school forever. So Tebow could play for Florida forever.
That'd be kind of awesome. I'd be into that. But he still has to go to school. He's just racking up degrees.
Yeah, you have to go to school still. Doesn't matter. All right.
Holy shit, that'd be funny.
Vandy catching 18.5 at Florida. The over-under is 52. I'm going to surprise you here. I'm going to take Vandy in the points. For whatever reason, they just give Florida the business every year.
Yeah,
they get up for Florida.
Florida just got the business. Has Florida shown at all that they can cover a spread like this? They fucked up McNeese State. That's it. Charlotte was pesky against them.
Yeah.
Obviously, Kentucky just muscled them out of the building. It's just so many points for Florida. I don't have faith in Florida to do that. And their win against Tennessee tells me more about Tennessee, to be honest.
No. It's a big-time rivalry.
I get that.
They mentally kind of own Tennessee.
I get all that, but it's still hyple, and I just don't buy Tennessee.
Nor should you. That's
Yeah.
like a real contender. but
No, or as a real program moving forward. They had their year.
You always have last year.
Couldn't even make it to Atlanta, but
All right. Hendon Hooker got hurt. All right.
they weren't going to anyway.
I was so close to cashing a goddamn Heisman ticket. At 80-1 on Hendon Hooker. Fuck, man. Just not having your dude go down like 2 weeks before the season's over.
That's pretty brutal. That's pretty fucking brutal. You know
Because
what?
at that point, he was the favorite to win the Heisman.
Yeah. You know what I'm actually going to take here? Oh, man. Vanderbilt. I almost want to take the under because I feel like neither team's going to score that much.
Okay.
But,
52.
yeah,
All right, make a decision.
I'll take the under.
All right.
I do think Vandy covers, though. Like, I just don't want to have all our picks be the same.
UCF -2 at Kansas. Over under 64.5. We're favored here for some reason.
On the road.
Man, I'll just take the over. I don't care. I don't think we're gonna win this game. I can only hope we win this game.
Now, I know I said
But until
earlier,
we win a Big 12 game, I'm not gonna believe it.
I know I said earlier I believe in you, but I take it all back.
Yeah.
Give me Kansas as my money line dog.
Okay.
Home dog, home money line dog. Also,
It's just a good bet.
it's
Like
yeah, it is. But also,
Bean's a fifth-year senior,
Bean.
plenty of experience in Kansas. Like he just played Texas. Texas is good.
I know that Texas rolled, but
Game's closer. I know.
it was closer than it looked. Yeah,
That's what they do in the fourth quarter. They keep blowing teams out.
Yeah, so Bean's not bad. I'm taking Kansas money line dog here, and I'm taking it. So,
Yeah. Here's a weird line. Is Colorado -4 at Arizona State. The over-under is 59.5.
it is a really weird line.
I'm going to take the over because I think Arizona State's going to be able to run all day on them.
Mm-hmm.
Colorado can't stop the run. Arizona State, all they can do is run.
Yeah, I like both the over and Colorado. I think Colorado wins. Arizona State sucks.
They do.
Arizona State, who lost to
Colorado should be a bigger favorite at this point.
It's weird. Yeah, that's a weird line, but I'm taking the over in Colorado. I think Colorado is easily better than a touchdown better than Arizona State. But the over, God, I mean, you can just cash Colorado overs.
Colorado had a freshman kind of breakout last week against USC.
Yeah, who Hunter and Dion got on, right? They're like, you need to be better.
I guess, yeah.
Some shit like that.
They weren't playing him, and then he
Yeah.
came out in that second half. And
Yeah.
balled out.
How many wins does Colorado have now? 3?
They've lost 2 straight.
Yeah, so they're 3-2. They make a bowl.
Yeah,
They need this game to make a bowl, to be honest.
they'll go 6-6, and that's a really successful season.
That's a wildly successful season.
TCU -6.5 at Iowa State. The over/under is 52.5. TCU coming off a fucking stinker against West Virginia.
Big fucking stinker. By the way, this is the second year in a row where Sonny Dykes tried to pull that
The field goal,
field goal bullshit.
no timeout.
And it didn't work this time.
It worked the first time.
Yeah.
I mean, you gotta keep riding it till
Do you? The fact that he didn't call a fucking timeout there is goddamn insane.
it's pretty stupid. Maybe a fucking win that saves Neil Brown's job.
Kinda. For a year.
Yeah.
A couple weeks. Something like that. TCU on the road after a bad home loss. Iowa State,
Iowa State's real bad though.
they're really bad. They were kind of
Over/under is 52.5. I could see. I'm just gonna keep riding overs.
okay.
Iowa State put up 20 against Oklahoma.
They did, and they were a little feisty in that game.
Yeah. Till they weren't.
Till they weren't.
Till Dylan Gabriel's like, I'll pad my stats.
Yeah. I think TCU is a touchdown better than Iowa State. I'll take that, even on the road, especially after that loss. Like, they need some fucking redemption.
Ames is weird, though.
It
Tech, -1.5 at Baylor. Over/under is 59.5. Baylor, I mean, as much as, Baylor can't, they did not impress me at all.
No, they shouldn't have.
No, they stink.
Yeah.
So does Tech. 59.5. I'll just go with Tech. I think Tech wins the game.
Tech on the
Covers.
field in Waco. You think Baylor kind of busted their nut?
Yeah, Tech.
Oh, I'm not taking Tech. This is a tough one. They're both not good. Right? Like, it's...
Shapen's back for Baylor.
I'll take Baylor.
Let that come back.
Yeah, I'll take Baylor to win at home. I'll take the home dog again.
I know. Tech has just been wildly disappointing. I thought they were going to contend for the Big 12.
Yeah.
Didn't really work out. And then our final game of the night, San Jose State plus 9.5 at Boise, Smurf Turf. Over under 57.5. I like San Jose State here.
Do you?
Yeah.
To cover?
Yeah.
How's Boise been?
Boise just lost to Memphis.
Yeah.
On the road.
That's not a big deal. Memphis is good. Well, they're fine.
Lost to us at Boise on the Smurf Turf.
They did pull on a close win against San Diego State. Got crushed by Washington.
Yeah, they're not very good. San Jose State's awful, but I think they covered 9.5.
I'll just take Boise State with a bounce back game, winning by double digits here.
Okay.
I think I can live with that.
Well,
do you have any randos?
No, because they're no Air Force game this week.
It's tough. It's rough.
Yeah. So I'm going to sit that out. And the whole slate in general is pretty light. A lot of teams have buys this week.
Yeah, a lot of buys. Somehow Fresno State at Wyoming is a ranked game, unfortunately for us.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to see if there's anything.
But on mine right now, Saturday, October 14th, Wyoming at Air Force.
Ooh,
Air Force over all day.
Okay.
But we'll get to that next week.
Yeah, I don't see anything that I necessarily love.
So we'll sit that out.
Yeah, we'll sit out the randos this week. For Dan Jester, I'm Rob Fox. Place all our bets on mybookie.com. Go there with the code Drinkin' Bros, and you will more than double your first deposit. 110% is how much they'll give you.
Yep.
For
And
whatever
we'll
your deposit is.
both talk about our schools next week because Mizzou's going to lose.
No,
And be
we
unranked.
ain't talking about Missouri next week.